Okay, the first thing we're going to do, everyone reran the script to create a new machine nice and clean? Okay, so NM, we're going to configure the networking stuff, configure the host name, then reboot. Connection, add, con name, static, IP4, 10.3.13.1. You put in your station name. 10.
Kilometer flash 24, 22.
Thank you. We're going to change these later. Am I missing anything? I'm sorry?
What's the number at 32?
Here at the end? 10.13.2.5, comma, 10.13.2.7. Hostname control set hostname CS01-VM1 .contoso.com. We're going to make a Contoso name. You put in CS your station number. Guys, I don't have a command. I'm missing a command. I just want to see if I can install it. No, let me. Okay, I'm not. Maybe this distro doesn't have that command. Don't worry about this. Just stick to what's up here.
So install name server.
No. Just stick to this.
Okay. Got it.
When you're done, reboot, and you should be good to go.
I put the IP address as yours. So I put
Mod.
I did con mod and then IP4 in the correct.
Okay, that's fine. And just, do NMCLI, con mod, static, IP4 rather, space, 10.3.13, your station number, /22, enter. Okay, NMCLI, con, down, static, then enter, and then NMCLI con up, static. Now do IP space adder, and then okay, so it has two. Do CLI, con down, stack. I don't think that works. Enter. Con, NMCLI, con gel, stack. Okay, go down one. And, okay. No, that's good. Just switch it up. No, right after IP4. Space, 10, 3, 13, your station number. Space, G, W, just like that. Now, if you do a review, you should be good. Here, do me a favor, do auto connect toward the end. You reread my script from the beginning? Yeah. I know, did you show me your connection, and then it's the icon.
I don't know.
All right, I grabbed that from the last part. Now you have the name server installed.
Don't do that part.
Do I get?
Just don't do that part.
All right,
Do everything up until that.
so you want me to redo the machine and then up to there?
Up to the echo. Okay, so guys, I'm going to, I don't know what was going on there, William.
Alright.
You know, all I did differently than you did is break it into multiple lines. Okay, I'm going to reboot my machine. So guys, we're going to install software called Berkeley Internet Name Daemon. That's what we're going to install. Everyone calls it bind.
So from Yum?
We're going to install Yum, but we not only need to install that, we need to install some additional utilities.
Yum will download.
No, it's two packages we need to install.
Okay.
Yes, guys, I went to the internet, just grab the how-to. I've done it before, it's not that difficult. I'm not going to have you gel it, just to keep it simpler. Normally, you can gel it, so if you get hacked, that service only can go to that directory. So we're not going to gel it. And guys, I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. What word did I say?
Jail.
Okay, you understand.
We got you.
So we're going to use Yum and install bind and bind utils. Maybe if I put the word install would help. And again, you have to be installed, you have to be signed in as root. There's the command I ran. Some of you aren't familiar with VI, so I'm going to tell you what keystrokes I'm using. So once it's installed, I'm going to edit the config file. The product is called bind. There's a bunch of different DNS servers out there. No matter which one you install, when you try to start and stop the service name is called name daemon. It's not named, it's name daemon. Okay, so no matter which server, no matter which web server you install, how do you start it?
HTTPD.
Whatever your software package is. So we installed bind, that's how we stop and start it. So what we're going to do is edit the config file, because by default the config file says to only listen on the loopback interface, not on our regular production interface. So we're going to do vi etsy named and name.conf. I'm going to move this up so people in the back can see.
So why don't we use at instead VI?
Was the escape then Q?
Escape, colon,
Bang.
Q bang.
Q bang.
Quit force. Cat displays a file. Chris, cat displays a file. VI edits the file.
That is when you change, right?
Right.
Now press Ctrl C, or it's not gonna go.
Yeah, that won't work.
Z. Or when you change the file.
No, Z will say it. Okay, look. Q, lowercase q. This file will not be present if you haven't installed bind. Okay, did it not install bind utilities? Give me 1 second. Oh, it's already installed. So bind utils was already installed. Okay, so I'm hitting vi etsy name.conf. It's always good when you're looking at the original config file not to edit one of the current lines. So I need to modify this line. So what I'm going to do is comment this line out and duplicate it. Look, what do you think is the how do you comment a line out? Yeah. So first I want to copy it. YY P. Now I'm going to go to the first line. I'm on the L character. I'm hitting I. And I put 2 slashes and a space in front of that line.
Is the space required?
No. We just want to make it readable. You know, just to be consistent, look at all this. Okay, so I'm going to go to the second line that I pasted, and I want to tell it to not only listen to the loopback, but also listen to my IP. Don't go on autopilot and put your IP. And don't put my IP, put your IP. Listen guys, this semicolon has to be at the end of every object. So this is one object, this is another object, combined it's yet another object. So those semicolons are important, the service won't start if you don't do that correctly.
You need a space. No, space, right?
Space is important after the last semicolon.
Oh, really?
Somehow I got to replace it. How do I get from replace to insert?
Escape. I'm gonna do this. Say, insert.
Okay. How do you get into replace mode? What is that?
You hit R.
R.
Uppercase R. Guys, I hit escape to get out of insert mode. Now I'm going to navigate down to here and this line, and I'm going to put 10, 3, 12, 0 slash 22.
How do you undo? Like just-
Escape,
Escape. Okay.
get out of insert mode, then hit U.
Escape. U. Okay, so how did you copy the one again? It was
One.
oh, Y, yeah.
Just P. No.
Just
Hit P.
Okay, now,
Yeah,
insert mode. Okay, got it. Did the wrong one.
I got out of insert mode, but I can't get back in.
You like this better than Nano?
I'm gonna come up there and beat you with the stick. Sorry.
Just Nano seems better than me.
Here.
Yes,
Go to that. Character.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. Go over.
Terminal only, hit I. Except mention that the terminals, just
Listen.
half the screen.
Could you do me a favor, make sure this, create a group name with her name? And the reference number is 11111.
Different record.
So you have record for this recording? Are you recording for this?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Brian, any reason we won't duplicate the allow query one? It's just,
Oh, we should have, guys, we should have duplicated it. He's right. You know, I told you to do one thing and I did another. Just because I'm saying that up here doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. We should have duplicated and not edit the original line.
which we can still do by,
Yeah, we can do, let's just, guys, I'm gonna press escape to get out.
And then you.
YYP,
Oh.
sorry,
Is there a redo? Is it R?
okay. YYP.
Isn't D the one where it deletes the character?
It is, but it's X. If you're not in insert mode, it's X. But you can just use the backspace key.
Okay. What's the redo button? Or
I don't know if there is a redo button. There might be. I don't know it.
YY. And then
So guys, I'm limiting who can use software type software. Right, and then search just do.
that.
So guys, what I'm doing here is I'm saying only someone in my network can use my DNS server. If you're in a different network, I'm going to refuse to answer you. So you're limiting who can query you. Only people from my server, from my network, can use my.
And that's what it's YY and then and then just YY. Oh no, you have to. Okay, hit escape.
Okay, yeah, one. And
Now.
set that
Now go down P. Or, actually, you could have done it on that one.
Okay.
Okay, now go into insert mode. I.
Good. Reboot
Hit
it.
I. Go up. Delete the other extra space. Or the space between.
And then you use this one.
Okay.
I'm going to go almost all the way to the end. Next to the last two lines. Right now, there's a file there called name.ca, and that is indicating the root, meaning the DNS servers at the beginning of the name hierarchy. When I type www.google.com, there's an implied dot here. That's the root server. Those root servers, when you query them, they'll give you the IP of the comm servers. When you query the comm servers, they'll give you the IP, the DNS servers who handle Google. Then you talk to Google DNS servers for www. So right now that file indicates the root servers. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our own zone. I'm going to go insert, hit enter, and start typing contoso.com. I'm trying to think, it is case sensitive, guys. So basically, each zone file will have its own.
I think you forgot the quote at the end of the second one.
Thank you. Basically, we are going to create two zones. One that handles forward lookups, meaning you send in a name, it sends back an IP. That will be this. That'll be a forward lookup. This one is you're going to send in an IP, it'll send back a name. I'm just going to put a space there. So we're going to create two text files that contain our data. So this is the name for the service. When this service loads up, it's going to look for those text files and load those two text files into memory. And that will be the data that we're resolving to a name or to an IP. In fact, if I had a Windows box and I created a standard zone in Windows, I could grab that zone file, copy it over to a Linux box, it'll read it, no problem.
Which one did you use to exit out and insert?
Escape.
So it saves the extra text.
Right. Listen, Nano is not very powerful. Trust me, I could probably type faster, do more with this than Word. You want to go to a certain line and all that? If I want to jump to line 3, go. Okay, guys, I'm out of insert mode. Do you want me to go back down?
Yeah.
Look, colon, $, bring me to the end.
colon, down.
Right, I'm not in insert mode, so if you hit colon, $, it'll bring you to the end of the file.
So how do you know that?
Just use it.
Just Network Plus. I mean Linux Plus.
Oh yeah, just the thing is,
Brian's versus Plus.
how do you know how to clear a warning thing on your car? You learn how to use it. Are we good? So I'm gonna press escape, colon WQ.
Right.
That will write and quit.
Right. Quick. If you do W, it just saves, right?
Correct. Now here's the part where if you guys have typos, it'll cause a problem. sorry guys, let me clear my screen so you don't see that. BI Etsy named contoso.com.zone. Guys, I can give that file name anything I want. I put the .zone there so I know it's a zone file. It's not required. The documentation I'm looking at, they call it .db. I'm using zone because normally that's what people used to call it back when I did real work. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter, go in insert mode, and now we need to create the file.
You just tabbing for each one?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't tab. Let me not tab.
Five spaces, right?
Yes. 1,
Spaces.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2. It's an O or a 0?
Okay, guys, just kind of make a look that the spaces aren't that important. But right now, I'm creating an internet record called SOA. What does SOA stand for? Start of authority. I'm saying for this start of authority, this server is the start of authority for contoso.com. And if you have a problem with me, email me at root@contoso.com. We can't use the @ symbol because that @ symbol has a special meaning. But that's an email address. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Sorry.
Continue.
This one you want to use tabs, right?
Yeah, I'm using tabs. I'm just trying to keep the general structure. Guys, a semicolon, this right here is a comment. So I'm just saying this is the serial number, meaning every time I make a change, I manually increment this by 1. How long I want you to keep it in memory is for 3 hours, and retry every 15 minutes. If you have a cache in memory expired in a week. The minimum time to live is 1 day.
Very quickly.
How does the program know what these values mean?
Because it knows, in this record, the first item is serial number, it knows by the order. This has no bearing, this is just a comment.
So you have to specify all those. Okay.
It has to be in that order. So, again, this is another comment. I'm going to do another internet record. I'm going to keep things aligned to the item above. and I'm going to create a name server record. For, I'm assuming everyone's using your own station name.
We were posted. We will find out.
Just for the A record?
Yeah, things are kind of messed up, so I'm going to just kind of realign these. I'm just going to try to use tabs, guys.
Yep, like that's supposed to be safe. Just supposed to have a dot at the end of the
One second. You guys, my tabs are all. And I forgot something else, guys. Sorry. Let me make this a little bit bigger.
Can VI show punctuation?
No, that's confused.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm not following your question.
Like a line wrap. Is there a way to
So
display those
this one,
symbols in VI?
CS
Oh, hidden characters? No, but you can do it on the command line. There's ways to run it so you can see. Okay, guys, this should be your computer name.
Okay, I understand.
Your IP of your server.
The IP, my IP or your IP is Russia.
I'm just going to. I'm going to change this a little bit. The guy who did this write up was like
You know what's going on?
a record. This is just a comment. He's putting in a bunch of comments so you know what's what. So I'm going to put all my A record. So guys, an A record is a record for resolving a name to an IP. So I'm going to resolve CS01-VM1.contoso.com. Where does it get .contoso.com?
Domain?
From the name.conf file that we created earlier. So everything that we put in here is going to be appended to contoso.com. So this is just going to be a record for this name, .contoso.com. If someone sends it to me, I'm going to send back the IP. Guys, let's create another record for, let's call this one Gateway. Everyone has the same gateway IP. Guys, don't forget this line right here. I added that is the end of this bracket.
Okay. Oh, bracket, okay. Got it.
So every time you wanted to create an A record, you just, a new record, just edit this file and add it. You can do canonical names, server records, whatever you want to do. Text records. Guys, escape, :WQ. Save it.
Okay, closed it all.
Frank, can you show me your first, the config file for a second?
Yep. Can I save this, guys, or is anyone still typing? I'm saving it.
WQ.
If I go to my config file, I'm going to go to the end. Right here, when they read that zone up, it's going to append everything to contoso.com. When I read this file, it's going to append everything to
The reverser.
310inadder.arpa.
Can you go for 1 second?
So one's the forwarding zone, and one is the reverse buffer zone. Okay.
Okay, let's save it. Take a first break.
Got it.
Do you want me to go back to the other file? Anyone?
What file?
The second file. Take your first break.
A lot of people are here.
That's the same as ours, twice today, he's not here.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'm not coming out. Change more. Should say email, that's what it says. I don't know how it's going to grade. So you can grade it.
He's young, I can teach his mind to whatever the heck I want him to. Somebody, oh, they're on their ways, no, I like it this way, no, and, but that's something that I saw from him, that he's willing to twist to whatever you tell him. We're gonna do the reverse song as well?
Yeah. Guys, this lab won't take long.
Is this the only one you're covering today?
I'm thinking about covering, creating another server and having you do Unbound, but we'll see. Can I hit enter? Are we good?
Hold on, let me check.
Okay, I'm gonna hit enter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, again, we're going to do the same thing, guys. We're just going to create another zone file. The first one has to be the start of authority record. And again, it starts with the @ symbol. Sorry, hit I for insert, the @ symbol. Your server name. And your email address.
Wait, on what file was this?
Hold on 1 second. Let me jump out real quick. Can I hit enter? Okay, so I'm gonna go, guys, shift A brings me to insert mode at the end. So I need 1. Every time you make a change, you have to manually increment that serial number.
So don't tap in the command if you have none.
Right, just go in insert mode. You should already be in insert mode.
Yeah. If I have to close the.
Guys, I forgot something else. I gotta make sure I didn't mess this up on the other as well. I need to put a dot at the end. I might have to go back to the other file to see if I messed that up.
This one, we have to memory, right?
I would memorize this. Honestly, this structure of this file is archaic. I would look it up. You know, once I had a file, once I had the file created one time, then I would just probably go in and I don't need to. I'll just look at the example of the one before when I'm adding a new record. But if I'm creating the file for the first time, I'm going to look it up. Do you think I remember all this?
Is that a 1?
Nope, that's not a 1. It should be 1013.1.
Which is 13.14. I mean, there's
Look, that's your station number. 13, no.
Let's put it back there.
Yeah.
No, it might be 1.13. Guys, I gotta test this. But look, remember what's the name of this file? 3.10.in.adder.arpa. So whatever we put here is going to be appended. So I think it needs to be 13.1. I think it needs to be in that format, but I'm not positive. We'll test these things. CS01 VM1.contoso.com dot and just we'll do one for the gateway as well, just so we have 2 records. 1.12. If that's wrong, we'll just come in here and change it.
Okay.
So the other file contained A records. This one contains pointer records.
We're going to put the period under it.
Are we good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone still typing? So I'm gonna save this.
Okay, so.
Guys, I'm gonna go back up to this file right here because I might have forgotten the dots in the other.
You did on the first one.
I need to put dots here. Go over, go in insert mode, put your dots, and escape.
Serial number?
No, because we haven't really started it. Escape, then WQ. Chris, are you here?
No. What file we go to?
Okay, so go to this file, hit the up arrow,
Yes. I got it. Thanks.
and then put a dot here and a dot here.
Professor, I haven't seen the question, so usually DNS is just record for the domain or subdomain, so why do we need a gateway for that?
I'm just creating a entry for, so people can type ping gateway.contoso.com so they don't need to remember the number. Just an example.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So I'm gonna save this. Guys, how would we make this service come on at boot? System, right? What's the next term? Sounds like enable. And what is the service name?
Name D.
Now listen guys, if we have a typo, when we start it, it'll be apparent that there's a typo, because it will error out. If it can't read name.conf or any of your zone files, it gives you an error and won't start. So how do we start it?
System start name.
Usually we start first before enable, right, Professor?
We don't need to stop it because it wasn't running. Look, guys, you can use that. Journal, CTL, we'll use that. Guys, you could just look at this file. Cat var, log, messages, and look at the end of the file. Or I could use that, what they're showing you right there. They're saying there's something there, there's a typo. Somewhere there's a typo.
And the same thing.
I'm gonna go down.
Mine wasn't that long.
What looks like it's.
Zone this, loading from master. Guys, I'm just going to look at this file so I can see everything.
Which pin did you type to see all that?
You did.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I typed in the other command, it said that there was some unknown option on allow update.
Oh, wait, I wanna see that, don't, leave that there.
Okay.
You gotta, alright.
Okay.
You're looking at power loads?
Okay, yeah, var logs found not found.
Why does something even show up?
Okay, it's giving me an error that it can't find the file. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Cat Etsy password. Look, it just created, when I installed that service, here's what I think the problem is. It created a name.d, it added a user account called name.d. I think that the file doesn't have the right ownership that we just created. It's created by root. So I'm going to change own, named, recursively named, no, I'm just going to do this, named, what directory was it in? Etsy named, right? One second, did I put it in the wrong directory? Sorry guys, I put this in the wrong directory. Okay, so listen, move Etsy named, let me move this up so the people in the back row can stop looking like kangaroos. Contoso to var try to restart it. Okay. So that bar. Okay. No, I'm going to show this command. So when you restart it, you shouldn't get any error messages.
It fails.
Allow with well. Here's your typo. Look, here's why you don't want nano. What line is it?
68.
So edit that name.conf, PI, name.conf, Etsy name.conf. Uh, 68 uppercase G. One L. Yep, it should be two. Cat var, guys. If yours isn't started, okay. There's your problem. You have no space there. Look, so, and also 13, 20, and 69. Those are the line numbers. So edit that file, name.conf.
I have another. Where'd you see that last day?
Cat var log, and it generally, guys, the journal control is supposed to read var log messages and show you only the issues for that service. I don't know why, you know, I guess it might be useful to some people, but I don't know why it's so hard to look in var log messages. It gives you all the data that you need. So if we looked in var log messages and it didn't start, it literally told you the line numbers that it couldn't read and what was wrong with it.
Is it toasted info or is it named?
So look, right there, line 20 is missing that. So, okay, we know it's missing that before that. So, VI, space, forward slash etsy.com.
Name is not.
Okay, and you're going to type 20, uppercase G. And that will take you to 20. So, there's that character there. You will missing escape, colon WQ. System control, resource. Okay, right, normals, cat, and normal. Now we have.
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's not a name anymore. Let's see what we have. There we go.
CLS. Okay, so let's go into the sacred name. Okay, and hit colon, dollar sign. That'll take you to
This one or is that this one?
and now put your character for that S.
Let's see name.
Hit a lowercase r, oh no, escape, R, and S. And N is name. So that did replace one character. Escape,
Oh,
colon,
with that,
BQ, down do bang, that's why it's. Okay, now we can do that. Sorry. Get out of this and go run that car, that car log, okay. I'll come back.
That's the other one, C1?
Okay, good. So show me this 61. Go to that name.com file. Go into VI and show it to me.
But
What
not
is
under,
this VI?
under
File.
bar,
I don't see where it is.
because we moved it, it would be under bar, right? Bar, slash name is not under Etsy name anymore?
No, what it's, there's two things at play. Bar contains variable data. Our zone files are under var name. That's variable data, that's data file for that service. Where are configuration files for a service kept?
And the name config?
Etsy name. So here is the config file for the service. Here is the data file for that service. So your name.conf will be here. Your zone files will be here. Okay, no, look, it's name.conf. There's no, you added a second directory.
Okay, so they just bring this back down. So it's space on listen log. Insert log. Wrong placeholder. Then allow needs space. Oh, that's why.
How do you go to that
Why does it
specific line?
workplace one?
There's a G and some number.
Okay, one second, are you got?
G, the line of the.
Yeah, it's missing that
Okay,
second
let me,
Capital G, I believe it
Why
was.
does it workplace?
let me set this up.
And then what does it mean by missing a 4? I'm missing a something.
What's it, let me help him in then. Okay, so,
Where's line 16?
list Etsy name.
Serial one was supposed to be.
Move Etsy name. Name, because you have a typo right there. That should be a dot.
No, it said.
So, I'm gonna rename it and move it at the same time.
I'm pretty sure this is.
Where's this?
I don't know which one is good. Which one of those files is good? Copy through. Cat 3 dot
This is.
Etsy.
I see it.
Okay, that looks good. Now, wait. Okay, so RM Etsy name
Which was the friends numbers onto the characters?
3 dot move Etsy name 3 to var name 3.10 dot in hyphen adder dot arpa dot zone.
Yeah, one. So just one. That's all it was.
Now you have another problem. Cat
Ah.
var lol
Aha. Set.
okay, so line 14, you have a typo. Etsy name dot conf. Line 14, I'm gonna do 14G.
What was this thing before?
Another problem. Okay. Missing semicolon before the 1036.
It actually helps if you do. Set, you get to set numbers. It helps show the lines.
Yeah.
That really helps.
Okay, so you have another problem. Okay, so in this file, this has no A record. So var name 3 has no A record. If you don't put that dot, it thinks it's just a host record. By putting the dot, it knows that it is the fully qualified domain.
All those new dots, probably same file. Good. Make sure I.
Fine.
Oh, was I? Are you good now?
trying to get his help, but. Okay, let's make this one. Just check. Bar. We need 3, 10. Yeah, dollars. Finally, unified, yeah, dog.
Just use I for insert.
It says 161, but I don't see
What did it say was?
This,
Oh, so your SOA was missing a line. So, well, let me show you that.
But I went into that one and I don't see this number. And that one will be on the bar name, correct?
Yeah, bar, name,
that's what it is.
Contoso. Now I'm understanding why they only wanted people to create a caching name server.
He's learned.
Okay. Look, you're missing one of these items.
I have them all.
Are you sure it's after this?
Yep.
Show it to me.
Where's my more logs?
The only thing is I have an extra space, but I don't think that matters. Just have extra space here compared to you, but
1, 2, 3. I'm going insane. No, it's okay.
This is exactly.
It's weird. That's what I went to this file and I didn't see those.
Try to put one space here.
Yeah.
No, space. Right. Is that a 0 or is that an Okay, escape, save it.
Our logs.
Hey!
Let's see, which one failed?
I love the typos.
Which one failed? Everything fails. I don't know which one's failed.
No details specified.
Starting session. Okay, this failed.
So that's kind of like
No,
a
no, that's
warning.
fine. That's fine.
Hey, you can't find this file. That's your error. That's your actual error. The first
That's not a
one's
valid, what?
That right there.
Okay, so from zone, so something with a
That one should
number, not a
be-
valid number. Okay, what is not a valid number in zone?
Because it's art. Yeah,
Where's there no
Okay,
valid?
so listen, go into the name file and change it.
so I gotta go to what,
You work? Melissa, you good?
I gotta go to what, it says,
Okay, good. So we'll test it.
touch, no.
M, move, space, var, name. Forward slash, 3, tab, space, var.
See, I have an A on
Yeah.
there.
Oh, no.
I gotta rename the file.
No, you don't go to range, no, you got this, you type in Etsy name.com.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Control C, that's what I wanted.
Okay, colon, dollars. Okay, and then go here, go to insert mode, and then.
Should I add the 8 up here?
No, oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, did I do that? That's what it's causing. No,
I think that's why it's.
Oh. Those are parentheses, not brackets. I made a mistake, I now realize why.
Okay, is everyone good, or do I need to come back there?
No, I'm not good.
I just was missing a letter.
You good?
I got a 2 there.
Okay, give me 1 second, let me have Trevor, and then. Oh, if I say final file, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that first one is, okay, so.
I have to go into the spot where that zone exists and change it at the A to that, so it will read.
I'll look for that file.
Main
Because you're looking for that zone and it didn't exist.
Name that.
Var, what size var, name, forward slash,
They want to make sure you confirm the MAC address.
They didn't believe this was a number.
Router before.
I wouldn't blame them.
dot.
It's the modem, right? It's just the modem. No nothing.
Foreground.
My USB is the ubiquity security gateway. So it means that, you know.
I fixed my thing though.
Ubiquity.
Oh, okay, so let's look at.
So the other thing is that I know PSN is way better at at IDS and IDS.
I need to go to a line.
Ubiquity. So the thing is that I want ubiquity to just like give me all the stats.
How much do you get from?
12.
Yeah, that's only what I want for it. It's still gonna do some routing, but I still want the capabilities of like the USB, like it's just easy. I just enter in the web page and just access that everything. Yeah, but it's just everything's connected, so my router, my switch, and my house, they're all ubiquitous. So the thing is that I also don't wanna take away my router. So I know, yes, good stuff, cause I'm a game machine, and I'm gonna have like the iPhone, the PSN, and I also want a cloud key. I'm gonna get over to.
No air. No air.
The PSN. I signed a couple matches on open air, and then you get.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This wasn't going.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
When I didn't realize brackets weren't used as parentheses.
When that's what you would feel that you get an error. You never troubleshooted it before, you never know what you're gonna do.
Well, I mean, I've just troubleshooted it. I just did it.
Errors are good.
So, my error goes out.
Gotta try.
61 access points of hardware access.
Just reboot your system. And then you run a script to erase it.
Yeah.
And it has.
Excuse me? I got it all in video. I got it all in video, so. Screen is not recorded, so it doesn't matter. And then hit stop. It'll save it. It will save it.
Sound on it?
You have to record yourself doing this.
That's right. Snort's one of them. What's the snort?
Snort is like,
Packets? Like, isn't it pig? Yeah, the pig knows the one.
okay, cat for messages.
Because I don't really have then I saw that they even sell like the physical, like a dedicated.
I can't. You broke it. How can I get it away? You broke it.
So you're missing the semicolon.
That's
Beyond, I found it. and
So any
local
change?
No, no, no.
DUR3.
Yeah, that's a thing, I mean, it's because I wanna build this escape. But the thing is that I'm just not finding a reason to go there, I'm just gonna run higher
That's the double quote here.
and my cloud people, just for that, I can just get the Raspberry Pi for $30.
I got calls, I was in the dorm.
All the students were on that.
So everything goes in and
This
out
should
of
be
the
cool.
cancellation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kept getting access.
Cause last time I tried to do it again.
I use my
Run, can I blend you for looking at the camera? Here.
Okay. Are you good, Trevor, still?
No.
William, let me know if you're good.
Give me another error.
Good enough. Solid.
Okay, so let me see here.
But don't do it.
I just like, cause I still got two left over. I mean, 8 games.
So we are looking
I'm
at,
not two, but
gotta
so
go
I don't
up
have to
at
worry
this
all
one.
around. And it's CDR3, so I just need to get, and I already have the one.
VAR,
So I need to
name,
get the.
Contoso zone document.
He's asking me about the PF Center.
Oh, that's it, okay.
So the USB-C, it's not compliant. For the Raspberry Pi.
PTR.
For the 4.
What about it?
It's,
So,
it's a,
add that up.
and I'm not.
Warning,
PC, so
3.
you have to get like a proprietary
Space
connection.
bar.
If you lose it, you can't charge it. Cause the USB-C has to go to 2 resistors. They use one of them, and they get 1 resistor. So the thing is that now all cables work. Now all cables are now walking work. You try to power up.
And then
And
the
I'm
EC
not
tab,
gonna we
tab.
had, this is what I'm calling.
Okay, there.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm not, basically they're gonna fix it. in
What was the
1 month.
error message,
So
do you
I'm
remember?
not gonna-
You just said like,
The USB-C, they're trying to make it compliant. So add another resistor.
Semicolon should be just.
Oh, no,
There should be a letter.
no, I put a semicolon.
Hey, you put a colon when it should be simple.
Reading the disc, like a charge.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you connect, like,
the margins.
the Raspberry Pi 4, people are saying that when you connect it, like, you use like a computer or stuff, or when you gotta charge it, it's coming up as an obvious device.
Maybe it's from.
Yeah, because it's USB-C, because it has like 2 pins, and each one's supposed to have a resistor, the 2 pins are just one resistor, so it's not. So that's why they sell one other charging, so like I can't just connect my, Ultra.
It's a Raspberry Pi. Android and
Yeah.
I'll get it as well.
$400.
no, that's a really high. It's like $100. It's only 6 cores. If you look at dietpi.com, you can see through all the hardware they support. And it's a really lightweight distribution.
Line 13,
PI.
this one.
Because I was just thinking like also instead of this, I could just run a container. Like,
I don't know. Because you saw what happened last time with the 2-in-1 NIC.
yeah.
And I don't do anything.
Yeah, that's, I think that's kind of happening in my PF since I tried to run on a PF.
You forgot.
And I tried to do the dual,
There's a semicolon in front of this.
the dual.
Like one of the.
There is no at symbol there.
On the beginning.
Well, wait, let me show you my file.
Yeah.
You have that, then that.
I tried one.
Didn't realize those were.
Listen, for those people that are waiting, open up the DNS service in the firewall and make it persistent after reboot. Exactly. Just wait, I'm sketching him up. If you want to go ahead and try, that's your next task. Opening up the DNS service in the firewall. Okay. That should be a semicolon. Look right here. You have this, a semicolon right here, name, then this is a semicolon.
It's hard to see the semicolon on this angle.
Okay, and, okay, so it's I and uppercase. Okay, escape. Save it. And then go into the one that says 310. And semicolon.
Put it in here.
Yep. Okay, and you've got a dot at the end. Okay. Sorry.
Using one of those you run DNS service or
No, you need to use that to configure your firewall to allow, the service is already running, but no one can reach it because our firewall is blocking. So we want to allow the firewall.
The service should be DNS, right? The name of the service?
If you don't know what the service is, you can list the services. I'm going to save this. William, let me know if there's a problem. Okay, so I can do firewall, CMD. I'm going to do help, grep4 service. So I can only see those lines. If you want to see what your firewall is capable of opening up, you can list that. So firewall, CMD, list services.
You don't need S. Or service.
Okay, guys, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you the other command I did before this. Sorry, not that. I don't want to run that command. I want to do the get services, guys. Guys, I did this command to show me only lines in the help that had the word service in it. Okay, now I want to do get services. And does anyone see DNS in here?
Yeah.
Right there. So it's actually called DNS. So firewall, CMD,
Plus plus.
add service,
Equal DNS.
just to be more complete, zone. I'm in the public zone. What else do I need?
DMC.
permanent.
To make it permanent.
So,
One second. There's another one that.
Zone.
Give me 1 second. Let me look this up. Firewall. CMD. Help. Grep. That's it. I couldn't remember this command. Look. If I do this, I don't have to restart because that will add it to my runtime, what's in memory, and to permanent. What's the problem with this? If you're remote in and you make a mistake, you're dead in the water. Okay, so I can do runtime to it's not autocomplete. I don't know why. Okay, maybe I'm remembering the command wrong.
I put the permanent behind CMD.
It's not even letting me know.
I don't know why.
Oh, I must have messed up. Missed that one.
Oh, guys, did you see the email I sent out?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you know?
The last.
Oh, right, I see it.
Thank you.
Oh, it was the same one.
Okay, guys, here's the commands I did. There it is in my DNS.
It's CMD reload. Okay.
Okay, so guys, right now, who is my DNS client pointing to?
The two schools.
Upstream.
That's 5 and that's 7.
So I'm going to do show, no I'm not, nmcli, connection, show, static, grep, maybe not, nmcli, con, show, static, and grep for DNS. So currently, I'm going to the DNS servers for the school. So I'm going to do nmcli connection mod static IPv4 DNS 10 3 13. Point to yourself, don't point to me.
Why not?
Why don't you use your loopback?
We could, but let's just assume like this was a client. You know, like you're configuring some other box to point to here. You know, but you could do this.
And that would be correct. It'd just be
Go to my loopback first, then go to my dig gateway.contoso.com. I couldn't remember the domain name. Oh, guys, what am I doing wrong? I didn't restart my interface after I made a change.
so you have the
Connection
CLI
down.
hunt down.
Okay, I'm going to show my history. Look, I brought it down, brought it up, then did dig. Well, okay, let's take another break.
And now it shows you the hops in between, inside of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I start diagnosing all this, I want to take another break. Because I was stuck in a room for 4 hours with no nicotine. I was bouncing off the wall. I would get to the point where I don't care if those students graduate. It's not my problem. Let's take a break and we'll come back. Guys, your dig should look like something like this.
Yep.
Okay?
The last one, Brian, shouldn't that be, why is that on mine it showed me my computer, your IP at 13.1.
Because that's what you put in your file. You have a typo. You run on autopilot, that's what's in your file.
Which file?
Probably, I would look in, I don't know where this is from. This is probably in contoso.com.zo. That's what I would say. Okay. Take a break and then I'll start diagnosing the issues. I want you to tell me what happens when you go to google.com. And can you tell me why that's not working?
Yeah, I found one here that has 2 gigs. But it was the Vigo board, but that thing's like 260.
You can always put USB in it too, by the way.
Yeah. It's in there, the like dongles and stuff.
I would find like not something like this, these are kind of expensive, but something like an old i5. An old i5.
Yeah.
Like you can find it on this.
Because right now, there's 16, and then optical. It's like i7, but it's like 3rd generation. 16 gigabytes.
Third generation 1600 memory.
Yeah. 16 gigabytes. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive and 256 SSD. He said he was willing to give it to me up to $100. I don't think he's done it. For the specs that I have and for what I'm going to do with it.
Just Intel CTS and those for the fact that support it on
CT desktop stuff?
Yes. PCI Express 1X. And use it on your computer. Some 20 later. They're like $20 each.
Yeah, they're pretty. And I don't really mind if they actually support that 1 gigabit and stuff, because I'm not really keeping that on my parts, that I'm still running stuff.
There's a lot of routines they support. You don't have options. Those have
I mean, because if I do with the VSS, obviously, I'm gonna have 2, and I just want to do like the load balancing with the
How about that? I forgot about this company. So,
Is that one doing?
Banana Pie. So it not only has multiple Ethernet interfaces, it also has built-in wireless modules that you can run. So it is not just it's basically Raspberry Pi more. It does have routing capabilities, but it also has its own processor. I've seen people they put up. It's like one of the maker boards. So they also have other devices that this company was always compared to Raspberry Pi. That's one of the ones that has the solder points and everything already in it, like a Pi, or like a Pi Zero. as soon as Raspberry Pi came out, these guys came out with competitors and added some of the features of the Raspberry Pi. The pinouts, this is one of the first companies that followed after the Raspberry Pi. They can make robots and stuff.
Even Asus has one.
Oh, there's
Intel has one too.
the Asus is not that bad.
Yeah, it's 100 bucks.
What is it?
Everybody has one.
This would fulfill, you're using it as a.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this would fulfill the needs. And it has all the same features as Raspberry Pi, including the camera and other modules.
What's that one called?
This one is the
There's another one.
R64.
Oh,
And it has PoE.
For it?
Yeah. There's Wi-Fi AC. I didn't know about the PoE part. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the theory that's going to be.
Doesn't use cameras on it. It only has 1 gigabyte RAM. But it has 8 gigs of internal memory. That was another thing too. This phone had internal memory. Does it have does it support Lightning? Like it's running with those jumps. It has an MPCI and it has a 4x4 AC. Single radio? No, I believe there's 2. Let me see.
Is that the
They sure what it is. That's not that energy. Though there's no video on it. So, there's that. I have a Wi-Fi chip number, but I don't have, please tell me much about the wireless radio.
Some people are still on break, so I'm waiting. I ran this command, guys. I just want to show you something. Sorry. Just, I didn't have you gel it, but I want to show you. If you want to gel DNS, which is what most environments would have,
You did yum list.
yum list grep for bind. Guys, if you wanted, I just did a yum list to show me all the packages I grep for bind. If you wanted to gel your DNS, you would have installed this package too. Bind, change root. And at that point, when any user signs in as a DNS user, the root is under var, name, I think it's change root or gel. There's a subdirectory. Then under that, there'll be a new var name directory, because that's the top of the hierarchy. And at that point, that's where your zone files go. Sometimes your zone files will be links to there from the real location. It's been a while since I've touched it, but that's how you would gel it. Most scenarios, it's going to be gelled. Okay, so why can't I do this? Dig www.google.com. Why does that fail?
There's no border.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to leave your server.
Yeah, I had it cached, guys, but it does. One second. Dig. Oh, I know why it's working. We're going to the root servers. If we don't know the answer, we go directly to the root, which is not plain fair. You shouldn't go to the root servers. So guys, what I've left out of this was inside of this file, etsyname.d. This is going to be on your test. You are going to have to set up a DNS server. I want to minimize this for 1 second. Guys, I did how to bind Linux. or CentOS. Oh, right there it was.
Does it matter if you do Linux or CentOS?
No, it doesn't. And I did this one. There's hundreds. It's not. There, you know, I just modified this for our particular lab. That's what I did. So the documentation in the book is just a caching name server, you know, where there's no data. Just point you to somewhere else. Things that they left off in this lab was how to configure forwarders. If you don't know how to, if you need to research that, just do a search of named.conf forwarders. And
Professor,
yeah.
I look on another source, on the file they say listen on port 53, and they say any.
I mean, you can have your DNS server listen on any one you want, but in reality, it's most DNS clients will go to port 53. So guys, the things to point out is there's a semicolon here, this is here. They have it spread out like this, but we can have it one line. It doesn't have to be 2 lines, like 3 lines or 4 lines like this.
It just helps simple.
It does, but I think for what we're doing right now, and if you look at the other examples, so I'm going to go right here, I'm going to go to vi etsy name.conf. Okay? So I'm just going to go down to, in the options section, I'm going to hit O and do forwarders, plural, (10.13.2.5) semicolon space 10.13.2.7 semicolon space end bracket semicolon. Now listen, I could put this in each zone too. So I could do forwarders in zones as well, but I'm just doing it globally. You know, so in this particular case, the way we've been doing the others, I just make it 1 line. Why make it 4 lines? It's not, there's not 30 lines that it makes it so unreadable.
So we have to start this and then base after that?
Yes, sir, you do.
Oh, I didn't have one after a log query. After
I wouldn't want to risk it. You know.
Okay. I have to just fix that. That's weird.
Okay, so when you go look at your file, when you look at your log, you might have gotten a warning message. Okay, so I'm going to escape out of this. Restart name D.
Oh, you just do that.
Oh, it gave me an error.
Why?
var log, look at the number.
It's weird. It's just,
How come bang sys doesn't work for it?
Because your last sys command, the last command that you ran with sys wasn't that. So this runs the last command that I ran starting with sys. If you run that command, then bang sys, it will work.
Well, what happened?
Right there it is. It's right.
Oh. Oh, okay. Just repeat it too short.
So guys, every time that you add a record, you just need to go, every time you add a new server or machine into your network, you go into this directory or your gel directory, wherever that's at. Edit this file, go to the end, and add a new line. You can even echo something into this file. You don't have to edit it, you can echo something into it and redirect into the file. It'll automatically go to the end if you use a pen. When you add the A record, the service record, the C name, whatever you're doing. Like, let's do a C name. Let's just test this out. Let's do a C name. Do VI. So we're going to do router, C name. No. Sorry, let me go out of here so people can get the.
I can stop.
var log messages, look for your typo. Okay, can I go in here? So we're going to, I'm going to the end, I'm typing O, lowercase o. That puts me in insert mode below my current line. So I'm going to do router, IN, CNAME, gateway.contoso.com. Press escape to get out of insert mode.
Professor, how you go to spy? The VA. Which one?
Professor said you guys found packet there. Is it border or borders? So, so you just all typed up. Hey, it's not lined up. What file are you editing now?
I am editing this file at the bottom. Guys, I hit :W to save my work, and it showed me the name of the file it saved it to. There's 15 lines, 314 characters. I hit :W. And I just added this line down here. Jump out, dig it, save it, then dig. Dig router.contoso.com. May I save mine?
Yep.
Chris?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Dig router.contoso.
You gotta restart your. Restart.
Yeah, it doesn't give me an answer because it doesn't know about it yet. So, bang, sys. Now it gives me an answer.
Just dig Contoso.
Restart it, then dig router.contoso. So when you make a change to the file, restart the service.
What am I?
Also, we should have incremented the serial number by 1. We didn't.
What am I looking for?
You're looking for an answer section.
Which serial line?
I'm sorry?
You said incremented by 1 where?
Sorry, I'm going to go back up to the file. Right here.
Oh. Oh, it's supposed to be 2.
Well, now it is, because we made a change. Listen, if you don't increment that serial number, and you have other DNS servers that are caching, that are copies, remember in Windows we did secondary servers? The secondary server wouldn't know there's a change if we didn't increment that number.
Okay, so that's probably why it didn't work.
Well, that's not going to cause, we're not, this is only for zone transfers. That won't,
It won't hurt it.
yeah, it won't hurt what our current setup.
Is there a limit to that number? I don't see
I don't
the
think
answer
so.
file. I don't see an answer section.
Did you restart?
Yes.
Okay. Show me this file right here. I'm gonna come back.
Oh, no, it just failed. Okay, what just had changed?
Man, host. Guys, there's a command called host. I rarely use it. We want to look at the T switch. If you're looking for an A record, an SOA record, a pointer record, that's what they're referring to. And the V, I'm just covering what's in the book.
I don't see what's the problem.
I guess the V is verbose. It doesn't really tell you in the help file.
Yeah, it is. It's go up to the top.
This way?
Yeah, keep going. You're right there.
Yeah, okay.
In the second paragraph.
So we could do host -V -T A record for gateway.contoso.com. If you don't want to use dig or NSLOOKUP, okay, we can do things like
Where did this
SOA. If you want to get SOA information.
Will I come to you? Or you
It
just
somehow like deleted my serum. That's what was the problem. Somehow just deleted it.
1?
Tab.
No, it's 2 now.
Oh, 2.
Guys, remember, when we added that C name at the very end, we put a dot after that. Look, guys, what will happen if I failed to put a dot? Let me show you the effect of failing to put a dot. I'm going to edit this file. I'm going to not put a dot there. I'm going to restart my service.
Do you have to increment the serial?
No, because I don't have any zone transfers going on. And then try to do,
Was it digcontoso.com or is it dig? Oh, router.
okay, I didn't get it.
So you didn't get an A record?
I did get an
Oh,
answer,
I
but
did
look
have-
what it did.
Yeah, I do.
It appended contoso.com.
And the dot.
Well, it put the implied dot at the end. So basically, it thought it was a host name, not a fully qualified domain name. So at that point, it needs to append the domain name. So if I wanted to go without a dot, here's what I would need to do. If it's gateway.contoso.com, just put gateway.
And you just force the system to complete.
Right, and it will then append contoso.com for you. So that dot means don't append my zone name to it, my zone to it.
Is that dot what it's delimiting with?
No, that dot is saying you're at the root. You're at the top of the hierarchy.
Professor, what have the error for that one? I don't know why.
Okay. No, show me the end of the zone. No. Okay. Show me your bar log messages. Okay, so guys, listen. That's it for this. I'm not going to do the caching name server. I might do it in the future, but for right now, I think it's better that we did an actual DNS server instead of a copy of a DNS server. That's it for today. I will see you next week. I am uploading this